and welcome to Periscope. I am Rejoice Hussein Yaro, and indeed on Periscope we talk about societal impactful programs or issues that will actually impact our communities, starting from culture, entertainment, every other thing you need to shape our communities. And of course, last week we gave you informal health sector insurance plans, and today we are over here with the Vice President of JPI Taraba State, as into Solar Revive, who will be giving us an elaborate understanding of community service. That is the aspect of what, in order for us to be able to building a stronger community through collective action. Good evening, sir, and we are happy to have you here.
Good evening, my distinguished host. I'm equally glad to be here.
Okay, thank you. I must confess, you're looking so nice. I was like, okay, we have a senator this evening here.
Thank you so much.
Okay, all right, let's just dive right into the thing that actually excited me. When I saw your profile, the Vice President of JPI, it actually triggered me. So can I just ask, before we dive into the matter of the community service, what is actually JPI all about?
Okay, thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much for having me. Like you rightly said, my name is Ajin to Solar Revive. I serve as the Vice President, JPI Taraba State Chapter.
Okay.
So to satisfy your curiosity, JPI, it's an abbreviation for Jamie Padual International. So Jamie Padual International is a global leadership organization that is designed to equip young people with a mindset, skill set to take leadership. To take ownership of their communities and be of good behavior in their community, to impact their community, and all of that. So the vision of JPI is to raise young people, capable people for the transformation of their communities. So that's in summary, that's what JPI is.
That's quite exciting.
Yes. So if you want me to proceed, I'm gonna proceed. So JPI is operational in the whole 36 states of Nigeria. And of course, we're in Taraba State. That's why we have Taraba State Chapter. And like I established earlier, I am the Vice President of JPI Taraba State. And thank you so much for having me.
Okay, you're welcome. Of course, when you just started speaking, I was like, okay, indeed, this is a community service. You are really engaging in that.
Yes, absolutely.
From what you said, JPI also gives back to the community. That's actually an exciting one. Absolutely. Okay, then that moves us to the next, or the major talk of the day, of course, community service. So before we go further, what do you actually think, or what will you actually describe community service as, and why is it so important in our society for its development, of course?
Okay, broadly, community service can be termed as a commitment of one's skills, knowledge, resources in order to advance community initiative. So if you look around our community today, a lot of things are happening in the sense that it takes somebody to really invest in community for things to move. Things don't just happen like that. So it happens when people take initiative in order for the progress and the development of their communities. So community service, like I said earlier, it's about identifying a problem and be part of the solution.
Okay, well, identifying the problem and be part of the solution.
That is giving your own skills, like I said, skills, knowledge, and even resources.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Now, just going further now, you've actually been into community service. So,
yes.
So what actually drove this passion as a young person? I know there are a lot of things that should actually make you want to shift back, but then from the look, you said resources. So it means there are times that a lot of you will actually be taken. So what actually pushed you to actually join or engage in this?
Okay, my engagement in community service is driven by one simple belief.
Okay.
So every individual, irrespective of their background, should have access to opportunity, system, and structure. And personally, I am driven by 4 enduring virtues, which are relevance, responsibility, relentless service, and also yes, these are my virtues that drive me in what I do in terms of community service.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, then what are the impacts you've seen over the years? Like, for how long have you been into this, and then what are the impacts you've actually felt or had over these past years?
Okay, I can say that I've been into community service for the past 5 years now,
Okay, wow.
working hand in hand with several organizations. I've had the opportunity to work with education-focused organization,
Okay.
humanitarian project, social impact project, and all of that around. And you see, the impact is in the joy you see on the faces of people that you impact. The joy is the feedback that you get. So it will tell you that whatever that you are doing is really working. And one thing that I believe in, it's a community service is not about the number of people reached, but the numbers of life touched. Because you live.
Sure, the numbers of lives touched.
Because you live. So that is the overall impact for me.
Okay, I love this. And because many a times people will be like, we need to see this or we need to see that, or they need to be applauded before they feel as if they've actually done something. But then I love this aspect, the numbers of lives you've actually touched. That's actually quite interesting.
Yes.
So moving further, many people actually think giving back to the society, because you actually said giving back to the society via your skills, resources, time, and so many other things. And some people believe giving back to your society is just the government. Of course, we went there, we elected them, we brought them to power, so they should be able to be the one to give back to the community. So could you actually comment on that? What are the roles of individuals, our society, and even private firm owners on impacting or giving back to their community?
Okay, thank you so much. To speak to that, community service, it is a shared responsibility.
Okay, wow.
Shared responsibility, because it is not solely the responsibility of the government. The government may put policies in place, infrastructure, and public service. So it is now a shared responsibility between the government, individuals, and community-based organization, faith-based organization, and private institution. So individuals, we can really volunteer our skills. Like I said earlier, volunteer your skills as an individual, mentor younger ones in the community. You are contributing your own quota towards societal development. How about a community-based organization? Community-based organization, they are the one that understand the unique plight of the people in the community. So they are usually saddled with the responsibility of executing grassroots intervention. How about a faith-based organization? Faith-based organization also have their own role to play in the community, influencing their people to take up a leadership role in the community. How about private organization? Private organization, that's what we call corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility, private organization, they contribute towards societal development through private social responsibility. And their profit that they make at the cost of executing their problem in the community, there's a particular percentage that is allotted to for corporate social responsibility. And that's how they will be able to fund initiatives such in line with education, health, environmental sustainability, and you name it, a lot. So everyone has their role in the development of the community. So I want to correct this notion that community service is all about the government. No, it is not solely about government. Like I said, government will put the structure in place. I mean, the infrastructure, the policies, and the public service. So when individuals take up some of those roles, they'll be able to carry out some of these public service that will not reach other places. So because they are the one that owns the community, they know the really people that are in need. So they will come together, collaborate to see how they can contribute to their own community, immediate community, and not the government role entirely.
Yeah, good. So community service is actually not just left for the government.
Not left for the government. Individual, corporate bodies, private,
everybody,
yes, everybody, yes. So it's just more like a partnership and a collaboration.
Yeah, but I just feel, let's still back to what community service is. Can you just give us an example of probably what it is that we can actually categorize as community service? Because some people will be feeling, if it's not really for government, you are saying skills, we said this, what do I do? How do I do it? I can be sleeping at home today, and then I wake up, okay, what can I do? What can I be able to do to give back to my community? What can I be able to do that will impact the next woman or at my doorstep? What can I do that will impact my people living in the same area with me? So I don't know if you can actually pinpoint them? Like, you can give us some examples of things that could actually be categorized as community service.
Okay, community service. And let me establish this point before I continue.
Okay.
Some people confuse giving back to the community until you are rich. You must not wait till you are rich before you give back to the community.
Yeah.
Let me give a classic example of community service. So if you're in a community, when you donate book to schools, you are doing a community service.
Okay, wow. Okay.
If you call for outreaches, educative outreaches, health, in line with health and education, you are doing your own quota of community service. If you lead social initiative, you are contributing your own quota to community service. Another example, that's what we did with my team sometime last week. We go about our area to take off the dirt around the road
Okay, yeah.
and just package it around and burn it.
Okay.
We consider that as community service.
And it's actually going to even help in averting some things that would have actually affected the society.
We know that they have a commission that is saddled with the responsibility of clearing dirt around. But we must not wait for them
to do it.
We've taken the initiative at our own level. Because it's, after all, it's our own community. So we pack the dirt, we sweep around, clean, and we encourage other people to do so.
Yeah.
And we know that sanitation is usually done every last Saturday of the month, but we don't want to wait for the last Saturday of every month. We do it weekly, every Saturdays in the community. All the boys around, come, this is what we need to do. They already know that's the mandate. Every Saturday we come up as early as 7 a.m. we go around, we clean all the cleanable, and we encourage people staying around. Don't litter the environment. Get a bin. Everything that you've taken that you want to discard, put them in a bin. When we come, we just collect it, collect all the rubbish, we go down, we discard them appropriately.
Yes. Well, that's quite interesting. I think I actually just learned something today as well. Okay, viewers, I guess you're actually learning a lot. This is community service. That is a collaborative way for us to be able to build a stronger society. And we are live here with the JPI Vice President, Kwararafa State Chapter, Azinti Solar Revive. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly after our break. Don't go away. Stay with us.
When leaders speak and communities act, the world listens. At Kwararafa TV, communities act, the world listens. At Kwararafa TV, we bridge the gap between government and the people, tracking development, promoting dialogue, and empowering citizens. For reliable news, meaningful conversations, and impactful journalism, follow us on YouTube and Facebook, or tune in via frequency 12589 on all free-to-air decoders for more. Kwararafa TV, connecting voices, inspiring change.
Welcome back. We're still here on Periscope, a program that gives you greater and deeper insight on issues that shapes your community. And today we are dealing with community service. We're going to look deeper on how we can actually collaborate in order for us to be able to create a better society. And so far we've actually understood that community service is not just meant for the government alone. You and I are actually part of it. And the person giving us this particular update is none other than the JPI Vice President, Mr. Azinti Revive Solar. Thank you very much, sir, for this insightful program. We're actually enjoying it. So we'll actually be going further. You've actually give us the basics. Of course, community service is not just for individuals. All of us, it's not just for the government. Individuals, you must not be rich, even poor, ordinary, employed, non-employed. You can actually be able to give back to your society.
Absolutely.
But then let's go far. Like, from your experience, you said you've actually been into community service for over 5 years. So from your experience looking at our environment, Nigeria particularly, what do you think are some of the pressing issues that our communities need today, and how can citizens contribute to them? Earlier you actually said you and your team swept. We must not actually wait for the place to be lit, that we can actually do it. You even mentioned something key. You said when we take water or anything, we should not just discard them anyhow. We should be able to put them at the right places. So you've actually started saying some. So what other pressing issues do you think we need in order to make our community better from your years of experience?
Okay. So I'm going to speak to the pressing challenges now.
Okay, yeah.
So the pressing challenges that I witness in my community is a lack of adequate access to quality education,
okay, yeah.
youth unemployment, poor health system, and also poor sanitation system in around. All of these ones are challenges, and also one that is even neglected is we've witnessed continuous neglect in civic responsibility.
Okay.
Civic responsibility. You know, citizens don't have to wait until they become rich in order to contribute their quota toward community development. I've established that earlier. So I said one can mentor a child, one can volunteer their skills, one can support local businesses, one can organize community sanitation, donate a book to the community, and also participate in community meetings. And one thing is also small, consistent effort by a lot of people creates sustainable and significant impact in the community. You can see that what you are doing, it is really, it's not really big, but if you are doing it, I am doing it, another person is doing it. All of this one are small. As long as it is consistent, it's definitely going to create significant change in the community. Wow. It's going to create significant change in the community.
Okay, so let's just start something. That's just the key thing.
Yes, let's just start. No matter how small it is. They say little droplet of water form an ocean. Yes, it's form an ocean. As far as the water keeps dropping every day is definitely going to form.
Okay, now while you were speaking earlier, you made mention of access to quality education. Let me take our state, Taraba State, for instance. The governor has already declared free education and a slash of tuition fee to Tarabans, which has actually significantly increased the numbers of out of school children back to school. Of course, it has actually reduced it. So how do you think people who are actually involving in community, who want to involve in community service, can actually complement this effort to ensure that everybody in our state has access to quality education?
Good. Speaking about education, it is broadly two folds, right? The access and the quality.
Okay.
You can have access to education and not get the quality.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Like you rightly said, the number one citizen of Taraba State, he has done his quota, one of his policy, by making education free and compulsory. But how is that education quality? He has provided the access, but we are looking at the quality now. How public organization, community-based organization, private individuals, private institutions can come in and bridge the gap now. To bridge the gap, to ensure that people who are in school have access to quality education now. They can donate books to them, donate uniforms, donate what have you. In order to really see that they have quality education. I'm talking about quality education broadly. It's in the quality of the teachers. Because it is said you cannot give what you don't have. So people can volunteer to come to the nearest school within you, come and teach and go. I do that a lot.
You know, that's actually, you actually strike the point here. Somebody was saying something that I will never take my child to a public school because they don't have good teachers. And you know, okay, if you feel they don't have good teachers, you can actually go there and be one.
Yes, be one. Yes, so that is what I believe in. Let me just draw from my personal experience. When I finished my secondary school in 2016, I identified 3 schools within my community, and I got there to teach. I got there to teach. So one day the principal was asking me, how much do we pay? I say, I brought myself here. I didn't see any circular anywhere before I start coming. I just came to give back to my own community because after all, it's our corporate social responsibility. Yes.
So, you know, that actually explains what you said earlier. You don't actually need money. You already have the knowledge upstairs. So just go and teach it out to the children that need it.
Do something. Because we are not gifted for our own sake.
Yeah.
Yes, we are not gifted for our own sake. You are educated because somebody needed.
Well, okay, yeah. Because
yeah, somebody needed. Somebody needed.
Okay, so I think this is actually very, very striking.
Yes.
But then let's go further on this aspect. Looking at our socio-economic situation in Nigeria, of course, somebody will be like, venturing into this, I need to go and look for money. I don't have the time to do that. And then also some of the schools might even say, okay, you're coming like this, you might end up asking for something, so we'll not give you access. So how do you think funding, yeah, let's just go to that aspect now. How do you think funding is actually contributing to limiting people? Or from your experience for over 5 years, I know there are times that funding might have been an issue. So how did you navigate through that?
Okay, funding. Okay. So if you dwell more on funding, you're not going to achieve anything. That is why myself personally, I am big on partnership and collaboration. You cannot do everything alone. Let's say we want to do a program in a certain community. We go to the community. Who are the people that have what we need? We go and strike a partnership deal with them.
Okay.
We give them heads up. This is what we want to do, but we can't entirely do it alone. This is where we want you to come in, drag them into the project.
There are times some people will actually not give you listening ear.
They will, because people are connected to what they understand and they feel part of it.
Yeah.
They will take ownership of it. So it depends on how you present it. I can go to a community today. I will identify who are the people that I think they are way to do in this community. Approach them. This is what they want to do. Sir, ma, want you to partner with us. Want you to collaborate with us. Just give them. Don't talk about money. If you talk about money, they will say, nah, this was just after money. Just point out specifically what you want them to do. Sir, we appreciate you can provide us with 12 dozens of books. In fact, just say one dozen of book. And you already say want to reach 100 people. That person in the right sense will say, one, no, I felt personally, one will not be enough. I'm going to give you 30, 40, and all of that. And that's just one person. Go to the next person. Yes, sir, this is what we want to do, blah, 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 blah. We just want you to sponsor a child. Sponsoring a child entails providing the child with a bag, school materials from head to toe. The person might say, I'm not going to sponsor one child. I'm going to sponsor 10, 20 child. So you can see where partnership is coming in.
Yeah.
So how do you manage volunteers fatigue? There are people that whatever that you do, you cannot pay them entirely.
Very true.
But tell them how their action or how their service creates impact.
Okay.
Tell them that, do you remember that it's because of what you said that child laughed? It's because of that thing that you gave that child was happy and is able to go back to that class. So that is how to address volunteers fatigue.
Okay.
Of course, they are going to be tired going there without nothing. But you know that whatever that we are doing today, we definitely have our reward. It might not be immediate, but it's sure.
But hope it's not the reward that is in heaven.
You definitely have your reward.
The minute you say reward, I just remember they will say teachers' reward are in heaven. So hope community service, people that are planning to engage in community service, their reward is not in heaven.
I've had my own fair share of challenges too.
Okay.
My mother will look at me and say, every day I'm just going up and down. You don't even rest. I just tell her that, Mom, I am driven by the passion. And like I established earlier, the passion of seeing smiles on the faces of the children that we impact. It's what gives me joy that we are really, really doing something in the community.
Yeah. But there are actually things that are actually very key. There are we can do some things that can actually money must not actually be needed. We can actually do some things that money would actually be needed. But when you talk about workforce, the people you would actually work with. Now, okay, I think was it last during Children's Day, your foundation in collaboration with some foundations actually did a Children's Day celebration, and from what I saw was done that period. They beat some children, bath their hair, provide them with some materials and the likes. Now let's forget about the finance aspect. For you to be able to bath over how many, I don't know how many numbers of children, I think over 100 children.
Over 100.
Yes. To be able to barber and plait their hairs, is actually, you need a workforce. And then there are people that don't really align with these things. They feel like, why will I be doing free work? So can you actually just speak to this particular set of people for now?
Like I said, there's no way that you will not have people within your immediate cycle that don't share similar vision with you.
Yeah.
So these are the people that you identify to work with. You identify to work with. You don't share a vision with them. hey guys, this is what we want to do again. Once again, we've come. This is what we want to do. Blah 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 blah. Just explain the scope. Some people are just waiting for you to even come up with the initiative so they can just jump on it because they believe in what you can do. They believe in the ripple effect of what that initiative is going to create.
Yeah.
Like the Children's Day program that you just spoke about, we've been doing it. I think this year is the third time we're doing it.
Wow.
It's the third time.
That's interesting.
Yes, we just call them. Yeah, you remember what we did last year? It's about time. They'll say, don't worry, get it done. And you could see the turnout this year.
Yeah.
So a lot of people saw what we did last year. Yes, let me say, yeah, the other year, and they say there is no way they will not be part of what is happening. Most of them donated money. They gave us funds. Some gave us materials. They gave us bags, apart from the one we bought in bulk. Some gave us bags. They gave us books. They gave us a lot of things. They just want to be part of it because they see the change is really, really creating. When you came, you see some students who don't have uniform, and when they receive that bags, look at the way they are jumping here and there. I told you that is where the joy of every community service person comes from. The joy on the faces of the children, the people that you are impacting per time. That is where the joy comes from. That is the absolute fulfillment. And that is what keeps driving us again and again and again and again.
But you know, okay, just like you said, you've been actually doing like the Children's Day on for 3 years. Now, the frontiers or the young people, to be specific, are actually we can say the backbone of every community. And for us to have an effective community where people engage in community service, we actually need young people to be engaged in it. Now, first of all, how do you think young people can actually navigate towards doing such things? And then also, you know, there are perceptions that this person is engaging in this because he wants to join politics tomorrow. You know, once you start that, and many times some people will be discouraged, like, I'm entering this thing because I have the passion for it, but these people will be telling me because I want to be a politician. And then also, you know, some people will also, and some parents might also not want to release their children for such kind of stuff or access because of this person. You know, they are doing these things because they are saying they are claiming it's free, but tomorrow they're going to start asking us for money. So can you actually create a balance?
Okay, now see, nothing beats true intention.
Yeah.
True intention. If your intentions are true and they're pure, there is no way somebody somewhere will not believe in what you are doing. And sometimes in this community service that we do, we don't actually mobilize other people on our own. We go to the community leaders. We talk to them about what we want to do because it's a community we want to do for them. We are not politicians, because this is just young, passionate people coming together, identify a community with need to create, to bridge that gap at a time.
Yeah.
So, but we don't just do implement community service.
Yeah.
Because there's a saying that don't think for us without us.
Okay.
Don't think for us without us.
Okay.
So we must come together on a table. What do you want? I see that you don't have this in your community. You want to do this. They may end up, they may end up by saying that we don't need it. This is what we need. This is what we need. That is really, really what we need. And you don't have a choice than to drop what you want to do and do what they want at the time, because you have to consult them. A story was told that there was a project that was done in a particular community. So their source of water, where they get water for their household, is from the stream.
Okay.
So a certain organization come into the community and they say that these people, they go as far as 90 kilometers to get water for their house. Why not the next thing, sink a borehole? Okay, it was shocking that was not their solution. Yes, shocking, right? So the idea of that borehole didn't sit well with them. It happens that them going to that stream, it afforded the avenue to meet with their friends, their boyfriends, their girlfriends. They talk because it afforded the opportunity to leave their home, to go and talk with people they want to talk with. So they spend long time at the stream.
Okay, all right.
So you come in to sink a borehole just right at their doorstep.
It doesn't solve their problem.
It doesn't solve their problem.
That's not what they need.
Who send you? Who send you? That's not what we need. So you actually thought for them, but not with them in mind. So I just want to I brought that example in to balance that. So you have to think with us in mind if you want to do anything. Don't think with us without us. Okay. You must involve every key stakeholders if you want to do a community
and
project.
the major key stakeholders are the people that would directly benefit from it. Yes, okay.
People, community leaders, religious leaders, parents, teachers, mentors, everybody, involve them, and most especially the government. The government can come and frustrate your plan. You don't involve the government, come and say because and they'll say this is a government school. Allow us to want to do what we want to do. Do you think you have the money to do what you want to do with the government that cannot do it? So you have to consult the government. This is what we are doing. We are not competing with you. We are just complementing what you are doing.
Yes. Well, let's see. You said nothing beats nothing beats true intention, which is very true. But the many times, someone can actually start up something and the person is really willing and so sure and happy to do it. However, the reaction of people towards that particular project can actually affect the person. Because the truth is, this politics aspect, especially if eventually, you might actually start, okay, you've been into this community service for 5 years. So after 5 years, or 6 years now, God can actually speak to you. Okay, go back and serve your people in politics. And people are like, no wonder. So all this thing that he's been doing is because he wants to go into politics. So can you let's just hammer on this a little.
Okay, now let me bring all the points together and hammer on it.
Okay.
I started earlier by saying the reward is definitely coming.
Yeah.
And nothing beats true intention. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes discouragement may come, but you have to stay true to your value. You are the one with the vision.
Stay true to your value.
Stay true to your value. You know what inspired you in the beginning to start what you are doing. If it's because of what people say, would have quit a long time ago. Like even from my own house. I have to sit my mom, my parents down to explain to them what is really driving me before over time they become acquainted with my vision, all of that. If not, I have constant problem with my mother. When I go out of the house, I come at night and day in, day out.
Yeah.
So she used to complain, you just go out of the house. I say, Mom, sit down, let me speak with you.
Especially if you're not bringing money.
Yes. And
the husband,
money is not coming. They just look at it like you are just wasting your time. But stay true to your value. Know what is driving you. Know what is driving you. Know what is driving you. If you know what is driving you, there is no way that you just give up just by what people say. So what is wrong about it when tomorrow you decide to venture into politics and you make reference to the community service you've done in your community and all of that? Politics itself, all of us, we are all political animals by default.
Okay.
Yes. Everybody is a political animal by default.
Can you elaborate, please?
Okay. All of us were politicians.
Okay.
In your home, you do politics. Everywhere there's politics everywhere.
Okay, yeah.
It's not when you hold government position and blah blah blah. That's why they'll call you politician. No, everybody is a politician. Before you get what you want. That's the way you just try to, not in a corny way actually. You just use mouth to talk to this person, blah blah blah. Remember, because of that, because of this. Oh, this is your working place.
Yeah.
Before you got here today, there's no way you will not bargain with your KK person.
Very true, yes.
You bargain with your KK person. KK person, blah blah blah. We are the one doing this stuff in the TV. We are helping the society.
To advertise you.
You understand? You understand? You are trying to be political. And there's no way that they don't play politics. Politics, it's in us. It's intrinsic, right within us. So that's why I started my statement by saying that we're all political animals. That's the language people in social science believe in. We're all political animals.
And you know what? You're actually looking like a real politician. Even when you came here, I was like, "This is a senator in the future."
Oh my God! So tomorrow, if I decide to venture into politics, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, though people will say he did it because of that.
Don't worry, let them say. See, in life, if you want to listen to what people say, you are definitely going nowhere.
To go far,
You are going nowhere. You are going nowhere. Some people just look at you and say, look at you, your vision. But you are the one with the vision.
Very true.
Stay true to your
vision.
Your vision,
yeah. Okay, for our aspiring community service people, stay true to your vision. That's what our guest is telling us today.
Yes.
Okay, this is still Periscope. We will be going on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be giving you guys more on community service and how to be able to collaborate to build a stronger community. Don't go away. Stay with us.
Thank you.
In a world where information inspires change, growth, peace, and development, Kwararafa TV is proud to be your trusted source. Our goal is simple: to promote development through the power of information. We are live 24/7, bringing you the latest news from within and beyond our state. From newspaper reviews and expert analysis to entertainment updates, talk shows, and uplifting religious programs, there is always something for everyone. Need coverage for live event, news story, or well-crafted documentary or jingle? We've got you covered with top-notch service every time. Stay connected with us on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and X, or visit our website at www.kwararafatv.tv. You can also find us on your free-to-air decoder or tune in on frequency of 12589. This is Kwararafa TV, amplifying voices and driving progress.
Alright, welcome back. This is still Periscope, where we're actually elaborating on community service and how we can collaborate to build a stronger community. And I have here with me, of course, the JPI Vice President, Agent Revive Solar, who has actually been giving us a lot on how to actually engage in community service and be able to be a full community service person. And I must say, I'm learning a lot, learning especially that aspect that we actually should not actually think for them without them in it. It's actually a nice one. So now, looking ahead, this is actually very, very important. What practical steps do you think communities take to become, first of all, united, self-reliant, and development-driven? What step do you think the community can take to achieve that?
Okay, first I would say that communities must promote unity around shared goals rather than personal interest.
Oh, okay.
Yes, shared goals in the sense that let's say we have a project that we want to do in the community. Some people, because of their personal interest, you know that thing will not come to be. Yeah. But if it's come to the community, let's put our hands together and do it for the development of our communities. So that's why I said communities must promote unity around shared goals rather than personal interest. So secondly, communities should invest in education and continuous learning because knowledge remains the foundation of development in any thriving community today.
Very true.
Yeah, because if you're not knowledgeable, there is no way you're going to bring your people out of the shackles of poverty. Take learned people to really put smart policies in place to see that communities become self-reliant and become united and developmentally driven. So that is one. So third, encourage volunteerism and community participation. Like I said, when you come to community service, all hands must be on deck. It is not a work of one person. It's not a work of the government alone. It is the job of the individual, corporate bodies, private institutions, business owners, community-based organizations, faith-based organizations. Everybody must come together and all hands must be on deck. And fourth, strengthen local leadership by empowering honest, competent, and accountable leaders.
Very important.
Very, very important. Because no communities can thrive beyond what they know.
Very true. Yeah.
Yes. You have to really, really know stuff, and you have to equip your people to know those stuff. So invest in them. Invest in them. And they must be people of character. Character, of course. If we don't have people of character, communities, they will destroy the communities. They destroy the communities.
And
People
the
of vision
resources
too.
even.
Vision,
Yeah.
vision is very, very powerful.
Okay. Now you've actually, people are actually playing a key role from all our conversations and all you've been saying. And just like you earlier said, all hands must actually be on deck to
yes.
ensure that we achieve that which we need to get a better community. So first of all, let's address our stakeholders. In as much as you must not actually be rich in order for you to actually impact your community, you can also use your resources or the little you have in order for you to impact your community. So what's your call to the stakeholders? That is maybe the people that God has actually blessed with probably wealth, connections, and other things on community service and supporting people that engage in it.
Like personally, I have a few stakeholders that support a lot of the community project that I do.
Okay.
When we go to them with our vision, let your vision be clear. If your vision be clear, like I said, it is impossible not to get one or two people that believe in what to do and not support you. So my call to my stakeholders is, let's prioritize community service, because supporting community service, like I said, is not the work of one person. If you donate book to school, you're supporting community service. Sometimes they will come to you via organization. You do it through the organization, they will go and implement the community service. And of course, they'll also mention your name that, this person, this person, this person. Also a thing of pride and prestige to you too, because you contribute to the development of the community. You understand?
Yes.
So our stakeholders should prioritize investing in community service project.
Okay.
You see a lot of people with big visions around. The visions ended up being not put in place because they lack the support, the funding, and all of that. But like I said earlier, if you're a person with vision, you must not wait for funding to come. Start from somewhere. A lot of people, some people will believe in you, some people will join on the way, and of course, you're going to thrive in what you do. When we started last year, we didn't do what we do. We didn't distribute some of these scholastic materials. We just go as normal, what we can do, call on the volunteers, come and bath them, come and plate them, come and bath them, bath the children, because we want to commemorate Children's Day, because it's a National Children's Day. Yeah, the children needs to feel alive. And that was the theme for last year, let the children feel alive. Yes. So we came the source with clippers, we don't even have enough clippers that time. Like this year, we bought like 10 clippers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so this year, you see that it was bigger. Some people saw what we did last year, and they contribute and they support what we did. We gave out 100 school bags to 100 pupils.
That's quite huge. Yeah.
And we reach about more than 140 pupils. And can you see the ripple effect? Instant ripple effect. They were so happy. And I got one testimonial that there's this child that usually don't come to school, but since the day she got that bag, she'll be the one to wake up herself, take her bed, find her way to the school. She don't even have a school uniform, but that bag alone, the bag and the book inside.
She wants to go
so now I went back to the school to engage with the HSC. She told me that story. I was so happy. I was so happy. I have that story on camera. I was so happy. So like I said, the joy that you get, that you get,
beneficiaries,
yes, that is what will keep you going.
Yeah. However, people that have the resources should actually be able to support.
And if you don't have the resources, come and volunteer with your skills. Come and volunteer with your skills, with your knowledge. If you have the knowledge, go to the school and teach. If you have the skills, go to the schools or the community and give your skills. All of us are wanting to achieve one common goal.
Very true. Now, lastly, I'm enjoying this conversation. I think we shouldn't end. However, it must. So, let's just go to the last one. Now, what's your last word for our viewers? Some people are actually watching and still deliberating. Some people are already convinced but scared. So, what's your last word for our viewers before you go?
Okay, I want to leave our viewers with one very simple but profound thought. We should not underestimate the power of one good deed. And lastly, I want to quote the word of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali says, our service to others is the rent that we pay for our stay here on earth. Let me take that again. Service to others is the rent that we pay for our stay here on earth. Just think it, how you pay for the rent in your apartment. The rent, because you give your landlord money.
Yeah.
So we are staying here on rent. How do we pay our rent? By the service we render to others. And this service is just like a polymerase chain reaction. Sorry, I'm taking you to biochemistry. It's just like, if you do it here, it's just like a fire. It's going to catch from here and it's going to extend all around.
Okay, yeah.
If I touch your life, I'm going to encourage you, equip you. You're going to touch another life. That person is going to take it from there, and like that, before you know it.
You know, that when you were saying that, I just remember the movie I watched. One man was saying, listen, if he helps you, he will not say thank you. He will say try and help 5 more people. And then that was how the whole thing continued.
And imagine,
and then there was a day he was in trouble. You know that particular theory was what saved him.
Now you see, you see that we delving into community service, not all about ourselves. It's all about the good of everybody.
Yeah, well,
good of everybody,
including us.
Yes, including us. Because where if you give to others, you're going to receive too. You're definitely going to receive. If you give, this is the posture of your hand. If you want to receive, still the same thing.
Yeah.
You understand? But it is more blessed to give than to receive. All the time you want to receive, you will not grow.
Very.
You will not grow spiritually, morally, and all of that. So
thank you very much, sir. We actually enjoyed, and we thank you for this beautiful insight on community service. Thank you very much. It was actually a lovely conversation.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Okay, then that's it for Periscope this evening. Just like you've heard, community service is actually not just for this rich. It's not just for those that are influential. It's actually for you and I. And whatever we give to our community has a way of going back to us. So let's just rise up and do what we can do in order for us to impact our community. So that's it on Periscope for today and this evening. We will be back with you next week, Friday, 4 p.m. for more on this. But don't go away. Continue watching Kwararafa TV for more, starting from news updates and other items or other things you might want to watch. Thank you very much. I am Rejoice Hussein Yaro, and continue watching Kwararafa Television. Bye for now.